Hello everyone. Before we start our Bible story for today, I just want to go through the handout package that was sent home on Friday, or maybe today if you're going to the school to pick it up today, just so that you know what all of the handouts are for. So there is a new social studies handbook for the new social studies unit that Miss S will be starting with us tomorrow. There are also a couple of math things in their bags. So the one is their math test, which there will be a video of kind of what I expect to happen on Thursday. And then there are these two things. So there is kind of a booklet of brain teasers. There should be enough in there for one for each day for the next 3 weeks. And it kind of deals with things that we have been learning about or things that we will shortly be learning about, but they should understand on their own. And the last one is this one here. It is a booklet full of math drills, which is a good thing for them to kind of be in the habit of doing. And again, for that one, there's enough for one for each day. There are a couple more grammar handouts, and we'll go into more depth with those in our grammar videos. And the last thing is a booklet full of reading passages. So it's going to look a little bit different for each student. They don't all have the exact same booklet, but that booklet has just reading passages and then a little reading comprehension at the end of it. So it's reading passages that has to deal with the same word families, like the at family. So the story will be full of at words like that, cat, and so on. They can read through those passages. What we did in class was we read through it at least 3 times, sometimes a lot more. And then we would read it in some silly voices as well. So if you want to do that at home, feel free. But there is definitely more than enough for one for each day for the next 3 weeks. And there's probably some packages that have a lot more. So feel free to read those. It's a good idea to keep in the habit of the reading. And I'm just going to say that they're not mandatory, but they are really encouraged. Now we will continue on in our theology book since it's Monday, and we'll read chapter 6 now. So reading chapter 6 from the Ology by Marty Machowski. God knows all things. There are more stars than anyone can count, but God knows each one by name. 1,000,000 sparrows flit and fly, but not one can fall outside of God's control. God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and sets the limits for the ocean tide. He knows your name, planned where you would live, and could tell you any morning the number of hairs on your head. He knows the exact number of days you will live and how each one of them will go. God knows everything about everything, and everything about everybody. Nothing ever surprises him, and he always knows what to do. God knows what will happen tomorrow, what time you will wake up, and what time you will eat breakfast. He has already planned how to use everything in your life for good, even the things we don't want to happen. How can God know all things? Because He is God. God with a capital G. From Psalm 139, verse 2. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. From Psalm 139, verse 4. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. So again, there were some Bible passages in the picture in the video. Feel free to go through those Bible passages and read them on your own time. Another thing that you could do is read Hebrews 4 verse 13, and you can either write it down for yourself and put it somewhere to help you remember or you could write it down and then try and tell your parents or write it in your own words what you think the passage is about.